And so, and goes on, and we quit on December 6th. We changed all the questions. I read the last one. Just two questions. What party will you vote for the next election? 62% UWP. Who do you think will win the next elections? UWP 52-48. So it ended on that point. UWP 52, SLP 48. Now, folks, the writing was on the wall right there, and I can tell you I didn't publish it in the papers. I didn't want anybody accusing me of anything. I wanted to say a quick thing about Menisa. Poor thing. Menisa Rumbali lost, and I understand she was devastated. And you know, I thought, again, when I was watching how Kenny just destroyed all these people's careers by his refusal to acknowledge what was happening to his image. But also, they invited it on themselves. Because, you know, you've heard of TLC, tender loving care? Well, in the case of Menisa, it was TLK that killed her. Too much loyalty to Kenny. Too much loyalty to Kenny. TLK killed Menisa. Bring it on. Meet me in the ballot box. And all that kind of stuff. Just before I take my calls, finally, how do I feel about the change? I regret it because I was in from the very beginning with all the hope and whatnot. But it wouldn't have bothered me at all had the Labour Party been returned. It's no secret that I have with the Labour Party ambivalent relationship. I've been open with you guys, you know. But my friends, the guys I call my friends, and my relationships are all with the Labour Party guys, not the UWP guys, though I know Rufus well, I know Stevenson King well, a couple others. I don't know half of the guys. Compton well. And let me say something about Compton very quickly. I got a lot of stick back in whatever it was when the Star chose John Compton as Man of the Century. I made the point that everywhere you looked, everything had a Compton stamp on it. Tourism was his. Everywhere. Let's not even go into the details. Because the man had been in office forever. I refused to take off the pimples on his face. I said, regardless of all the criticisms I've written about the man and said, they remain in place. But that did not in any way stop him from being head and shoulders over any other politician in St. Lucia. And I still say the same. But I want to make this declaration. Had I known at the time that Compton would be returning to office in the politics, I would not have done it. Because Compton can do things now that would make me look very, very stupid, or would at least make the award, reduce it to nothing. That's the problem. So we'll have to see where he goes now, and if in fact I have to change that and call him something totally different down the road. One of the things I heard a lot around the island as I drove around, nobody was disagreeing that Kenny was a problem with the election. Nobody disagreed. Even when they didn't concentrate on him and concentrate on something else, it turned out he was responsible for it. But over and over, people kept saying to me, Rick, Labour Party people, you know, Rick, I hope that you're going to be with Compton as you were with Kenny. And I'm going to say it now. Tuck City, I know you know I'm going to be. Whether you're a yellow shirt or a red shirt, I know that you know that I know you know that I am going to be as watchful. I am going to be as passionate. And you know what? I'm not giving him much time either. I ain't got no honeymoon. Because the first steps that the new Prime Minister, John Compton, and I believe, a lot of people might disagree, I believe we have a new Prime Minister, John Compton. Don't underestimate the guy. Let's wait and see what he does. Because I believe those 10 years out there have taught Compton a lot of lessons. I don't know who his cabinet is. I don't know what people he's going to bring in. There's been talk about Alan Chasney. Well, it's no secret that I think a lot of Alan Chasney. He's been on my show. In fact, we agree too much on too many things. And I say to him, he's not a great guest because I don't have much room to argue with him. There are those who says Alan just talks and he has one.